So today we're going to look at Webquesting, and I'm going to go ahead and share my desktop with you and go straight into my NetTracker account. For those of you who've never created a Webquest before, I used to teach Webquesting with my teachers back in South Carolina when I was a technology coach, and one of the things that they were not always thrilled about was creating the web page. It didn't matter if I already gave them the template with everything in, including colors and backgrounds and a file of images. They still did not want to do the technical creative piece, but they were really good at creating a Webquest. And for those of you who are not familiar with a Webquest is beyond just an internet search. It's more than researching something on the internet. The students should be doing something with the information that they find. Creating is a big part of it. There are 6 components to a Webquest, and those 6 components, let's go into my Webquest resource folder, and those 6 components of a Webquest include your introduction, and this is usually where you're going to hook them. If you don't hook the students with the introduction, they probably are not going to do as well as you'd hope. So you really want to have a good hook there. Dangle that worm. And then you're going to give them the task. What are they supposed to do? What is their outcome of this whole Webquest? And then you have the process. How are they going to accomplish that task? Some people will actually put the task and the process together. That's just a teacher recommendation or a teacher preference, but it's up to you completely. And then you have the resources, and the resources are anything that's web-based, usually, and if possible, I like to try to include mixed media. So sometimes I'll include books from the Media Center, and I'll give a book list if possible, any other resources that might be available. And then you have your evaluation. How are the students going to be evaluated on that final project? And for that, I like to create a rubric. And then you have your conclusion, and that's how you wrap everything up. Sometimes there's an extension to it. Now, that whole explanation is a very simplified what is a Webquest. But I do want to point out that in our NetTracker folder for the global portfolio, if you go into my portfolio, let me go to the beginning of here, and you go into Global NetTracker Portfolio, and then you go down to the Tip Tuesdays portfolio. There is a Webquest Resources folder. And this folder is only available to teachers. So if you do not have teacher or admin by your username at the top, up here, you will not see the global portfolio, and you will need to get the teacher code for your school. If you